Hello, we are live.
Hi, hello. How are you, Priyanka?
Very good, very good. How are
So,
you?
hi, good. So today we're going to dive into topic our skin. So whether we are dealing with skin breakouts or maybe dullness or we just want a glowing skin. Everybody thinks about skin. But if I told you secret to a healthy skin might not be in the creams and ointment or maybe serums we apply, but it is something which starts within. Yes, we are talking about powerful connection between gut and your skin's health. In this episode, we will explore how we eat, what we eat, how we digest, and even how we handle our stress plays an important role in our skin's health. So it is not about looking good. It is about feeling good from inside out. So let's get started and uncover the root cause that influence our skin's health and radiance. So welcome Priyanka. So
Thank
Priyanka,
you.
lot of things. So we have heard lot of like we have heard many times that your skins reflect what is going inside out. So what exactly is skin's radiance?
So on that note, I will give you something which is true science, but it looks it to the person who is listening to it for the first time, it will start looking a little philosophical as well. So what happens? Like how does our food get made? So there is sunlight. Now sun interacts with various nutrients which are there in the earth. So there is sunlight, there are nutrients in the earth, there is chlorophyll, and there is a lot of microbiome. All of them together, they make the nice looking tomato for you. They make the nice looking cucumber for you. They make the nice looking, so many strawberries for you, apples for you. Now, magically, what happens? You are automatically attracted towards these things. And when you eat them, again those microbiome come in the picture. They digest that food. They make the nutrients which were once there in the earth. Now those nutrients are the one which get absorbed through your blood into the through your blood into your systems. And what happens is that you have like a lot of, when this food gets converted back into energy, your systems also radiates sunlight. So energy is a form, so light is a form of energy. And when you are and this example will become more clear when we think about some people. Like the moment you see them, their smile, their, the look in their eyes. I'm not talking about skin here. I'm talking about, the radiance in the overall being of a person. Now that
Hmm.
starts radiating all that goodness of, the nature that has gone in them. So that, according to me, is like the true beauty, which is like the radiance that comes from inside out. And for that, like, this is the radiance that comes without makeup. This is the radiance that comes in your smile, in your eyes. And actually it is the recycling of the entire process. So it started with radiance, and it also ends at radiance and energy. That is what is beauty. That is what is energy. And I would say, in in a very big picture, what are we talking about? And that's why when we say about root causes, and UAP's whole theme is around root cause,
Hmm.
we do not mean to touch on very tertiary topics. We do not mean to touch on ki bhai skin hai, let's put some retinol serum, let's put some, peptides and all those things. If something
Hmm.
is as deep as the connection between you and nature, and you are just a medium in the middle to reflect it back, you have to
Hmm.
understand that everything in the body is actually a system. Everything in the body works as per a system. And if our actions, directly or indirectly, are destroying that system in any way, or disrupting, let's not say destroying, but disrupting that system in any way, unless you look at the root cause and make the correction in the system, those things will not repair themselves. And that is why we have to understand that skin health, skin radiance, it is one organ in your entire picture. If your body has enough nutrients, if your body has enough energy, it will go to your skin, it will go to your hairs. And one thing you can be rest assured, that if your skin is good, most likely everything else in your body is also doing quite well. And the reason for that is, अगर आपके nutrients की कमी हो रही है, there is
Hmm.
no way the body is going to send nutrients for your skin, for your hair, if your heart is not getting nutrients, if your brain is not getting nutrients. So that is
Hmm.
why skin health in a lot of way, radiant skin in a lot of way, represent the true status of your internal health as well. Gautam, if we could just put
So
the
is it
camera
something?
together. Yeah,
Yep. So would I be wrong to say that skin is just like if anything is going wrong inside our body, it automatically comes out of your skin.
absolutely, absolutely. So like skin is a true
So,
reflection of your health, and a radiant skin means internally also everything is going on fine.
but it could be vice versa also. Some people might have just good skin, and everything is not correct inside. So talking about that, so whenever we speak about anything like in past episode, in root cause, gut health is always there. So how gut health affects skin's health? I mean, it is almost everywhere. So I think we have to take proper care of food only. So
Correct,
how
correct.
does that affect that?
Okay, so here I would like you to think about, just we have spoken about gut health a number of times. So Gautam, you can keep the camera same. Yeah. So uh, Gautam, you can just make the two together, huh? So we have spoken about gut health a number of times. And what is gut? Gut is basically a membrane. So basically, it's a layer. It has got two purpose. One purpose is that the gut has absorption capability. So जो भी nutrients आपके gut में होते हैं, they get absorbed into your bloodstream. So whatever whatever food you are eating, so it is making sure that the nutrients in the food get absorbed in the system. So एक तो हमारा हुआ absorption. Second is barrier, मतलब protection. So whatever is in gut, so let's say your food particles, let's say milk, let's say gluten, let's say pistachio, let's say cashew, that should not be making its way into the bloodstream. उसको गट में ही रहना चाहिए.
Hmm.
तो वो बैरियर का फंक्शन भी करता है. So it is like that, every time we speak about, it is that chhanni, which is like,
Hmm.
so it is that, you are keeping what is supposed to be kept inside the gut inside, और जो
Hmm.
लेना है in the form of nutrients, you are taking those things in the bloodstream. So this is what your gut is. Think about your skin as exactly the same thing.
Hmm.
कैसे? स्किन के अंदर जो भी चीजें ऊपर हैं, स्किन हैज अ लॉट ऑफ एब्जॉर्प्शन कैपेबिलिटीज. आप तेल
Hmm.
लगाते हैं स्किन पे, थोड़ी देर बाद वो गायब हो जाता है. इट गोज इन, एंड एट द सेम टाइम इट हैज बैरियर कैपेबिलिटीज एज वेल. तो अगर कोई ऐसी चीज है जो स्किन के अंदर नहीं जानी चाहिए, वो उसको बैरियर की तरह भी रखता है.
Hmm.
तो जैसे हमारे गट के अंदर बहुत सारा माइक्रोबायोम है,
Hmm.
एग्जैक्टली द सेम वे हमारी स्किन के ऊपर बहुत सारा माइक्रोबायोम है. So
Hmm.
we think about, like, and every time I read research on this, there is something new that has come up. Like, aapke, last time we were speaking about that there are trillions of microbiome which is there in our gut. Now, latest research, they are talking about quadrillions. So then
Hmm.
the question becomes, and not just in your gut, also on your skin.
Correct.
So then, like, you may start thinking, who am I? Like, if there are 1 quadrillion other people, and then there is like something as you,
We are just
you might,
combination of microbiomes,
so we are a system.
right?
And then this system is so diverse that actually from centimeter to centimeter on the skin, that weather is changing. New microbiome is there, different weather,
Hmm.
different nutrients. So जैसे अर्थ है हमारी, like, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह, एक कंट्री से दूसरी कंट्री, some new weathers. So same way,
Hmm.
the microbiome, the skin microbiome on your face is different from that on your neck, is different from that on your abdomen, is different from that on under your feet. सबके अलग अलग पर्पस हैं, and they are all like, they are actually having different purpose. Now the
Hmm.
thing is, like, gut and skin, जैसे हमने बात की, और हमने बहुत सारे अपने पुराने सेशंस में बात की about leaky gut. सो
Hmm.
जैसे हमने अपने गट के अंदर सुनामी क्रिएट कर देते हैं by eating processed food, by eating the food which are not of the best quality, additives, chemicals, all those things. What are we doing on the skin? Exactly the same thing. So we are putting lotions on the skin, we are putting this cleanser, that cleanser, this soap, this shampoo, this conditioner. What do you think that is doing to the microbiome on the skin? So
Obviously
जैसे
destroy them.
अर्थ, एग्जैक्टली जैसे अर्थ के ऊपर कभी सुनामी आती है, कभी अर्थक्वेक आता है. सो जस्ट थिंक अबाउट इट, एंड दीज आर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट छोटे से छोटे जगह पे मिलियंस ऑफ माइक्रोबायोम जस्ट
Correct.
डिसरप्टेड overnight. Not overnight, like in a few seconds. You just
Correct.
apply, that, and now उसमें भी क्या है कि now given now you will, if you are beginning to imagine your skin also like your gut, कि there is a colony, there are colonies and colonies. Think of it like earth. There are colonies and colonies, countries and countries all over the thing. And now with the toxins that we put, you are causing disruptions here and there.
Correct.
One of the biggest ones are alcohol based products. आपके कितने प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, आप अभी अपने बाथरूम में जा सकते हैं, अपने मेकअप के प्रोडक्ट्स में देख सकते हैं, वेयर द इंग्रेडिएंट्स विल एंड इन ऑल. सो दीज आर ऑल अल्कोहल बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट्स. नाउ व्हाट डज अल्कोहल डू? इट्स एंटीबायोटिक. आप मुंह से पीते हैं, अंदर के माइक्रोबायोम गया, प्रोडक्ट्स लगाओ अल्कोहल बेस्ड क्लिंजर्स ऑल ओवर योर फेस, यहां का माइक्रोबायोम गया.
Correct.
We see
This is
so
very
much.
good thing, yeah, that you have covered that. Normally people have tendency that they can apply anything on skin because it is
Correct.
not going inside, but you covered this point very well, that it also absorbs and destroys your microbiome. So skin का care करना भी equally important है. The way you take care of your body in terms of exercise, eating good, the skin is also a very important part.
एब्सोल्युटली
Right.
एब्सोल्युटली. एंड जैसे जैसे हमारे गट में होल्स हो जाते हैं, and then it becomes leaky gut, and now we have seen in so many discussions that leaky gut is at the root of so many diseases. We spoke about hormonal health, we spoke about so many like PCOD, PCOS, thyroid, and it looks like it's a pattern. Everything is moving back to the gut.
Correct.
And now with the gut and the skin having same type of behavioral things. So for example, like जैसे gut को leaky होता है, skin में जो ऊपर, so skin also has layers. So आपकी जो टॉप लेयर है, जो बैरियर का फंक्शन कर रही है, जहां पे आपके माइक्रोबायोम है, यू आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग दैट. सो व्हाट विल हैपन? आपकी अंदर की लेयर्स एक्सपोज हो जाएंगी, विच शुडंट हैव बीन एक्सपोज्ड. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इफ अंदर की लेयर गेट एक्सपोज टू एनवायरमेंट? आपका हाइड्रेशन निकल जाएगा वहां से, यू विल गेट साइंस ऑफ एजिंग, यू विल गेट डिहाइड्रेशन. देन उसको उसको ठीक करने के लिए आप और केमिकल्स लगाओगे फिर, देन यू विल कॉज इवन बिगर सुनामीज. जैसे बोलते हैं ना क्लाइमेट चेंज जो अर्थ में हो रहा है, अ सिमिलर क्लाइमेट चेंज. एंड अर्थ के कितने लोग हैं? 8 बिलियन के आसपास. यहाँ तो क्वाड्रिलियंस की बात हो रही है एक इंसान के अंदर. सो दीज आर
Galaxy.
लाइक,
It is not Earth, it is galaxy.
हाँ, it is a galaxy. So मतलब, so this is a galaxy which is going on, and there we are causing tsunamis, and asteroid meteorites are collapsing here and there. All those things are happening. So the more like amount of toxins and unnatural things you apply. See, think about 100 साल पहले क्या था. Possibly जो 100 साल पहले था और जो अभी हमने disruptions cause किए हैं, जो 100 साल पहले था, that उसमें कुछ ना कुछ सही जरूर होगा. क्योंकि अगर वो सही नहीं होता, देन जनरेशन जो है वो लाखों साल से ना चल रही होती. इट वुड हैव स्टॉप्ड इन द मिडल. सो समथिंग योर एंसेस्टर्स वर डूइंग राइट. वी हैव टू गिव इट टू देम. एंड समथिंग क्या, मे बी अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. एंड देन लाइक एंड इसमें अभी आपके नए प्रोडक्ट्स आते हैं रेटिनॉल बेस्ड. सो रेटिनॉल इज अ बिग वन. सारे स्किन केयर प्रोडक्ट्स में यू हैव रेटिनॉल. एंड देन रेटिनॉल है कि नहीं आपके प्रोडक्ट में? मैंने नया, आई गेट इनटू सो मेनी फीमेल डिस्कशन, जैसे आई गॉट न्यू वन रेटिनॉल. रियली, रेटिनॉल इज अ वेरी वेरी ड्राइंग प्रोडक्ट. आपका जो प्रोडक्ट है जो आपकी अपर लेयर को ड्राई करता है, विच मीन्स वो उसको तोड़ सकता है. क्योंकि व्हेन इट गेट्स ड्राई, इट ब्रेक्स, लोअर लेयर्स गेट एक्सपोज्ड, they can be dehydrated. So what will you do then? So then you will cover up to get the loss, to take care of the loss which retinol did. So फिर नई चीज आई, you can read so many blogs कि पेप्टाइड्स या रेटिनॉल्स, नया एक थोड़े दिन बाद एक नया खिलौना आता है मार्केट में,
Hmm.
राइट? तो पेप्टाइड्स आए ना, बड़ी अच्छी बात है, पेप्टाइड्स अच्छे प्रोटीन है, प्रोटीन अमीनो एसिड्स कंबाइंड होते हैं वो, नाउ दे डू इंक्रीज ब्लड फ्लो, कोई इसमें डाउट नहीं है, करते हैं, स्किन में तो करते हैं, बॉडी के अंदर, सबकी बॉडी के अंदर ना छोटे छोटे ट्यूमर्स भी चल रहे होते हैं, वहां पर
Okay.
भी ब्लड फ्लो बढ़ा देते
Okay. Right.
हैं। एंड द
Yeah.
वर्स्ट पार्ट द वर्स्ट पार्ट इज व्हेन आई ईट समथिंग, क्या होता है, मेरा गट आता है रास्ते में, है ना, गट
Hmm.
के अराउंड आपका लिवर भी आता है ना, लिवर हमने कई बार बात की है कि लिवर अगेन टॉक्सिन्स को छानता है
Hmm.
और फिर वो ब्लड स्ट्रीम में जाती हैं सब चीजें,
Hmm.
राइट? जब हम स्किन से ये सब चीजें डाल रहे हैं, अब कोई लिवर बीच में नहीं आया,
Hmm.
क्योंकि
नहीं
स्किन
आपने
से जाने का रास्ता था ही नहीं कभी।
Correct. नहीं आपने जो बताया that about that retinol. So one I was speaking to one of the founder of skincare product. So he was explaining how his journey started. So
हाँ
in starting, his wife was very particular that they want natural and organic products. And luckily, he came from a failed petrochemical business.
हाँ
So he started this skincare brand, and then he was when he was reading ingredients, he said, "Yeah, these products तो ये तो हमारे petrochemical में use होते थे. How come we are
एग्जैक्टली,
using a skincare brand and we are calling them organic and natural?"
करेक्ट
So that's
करेक्ट
how
करेक्ट
his story started, and he came into a skincare brand.
करेक्ट,
So
एंड रेटिनॉल ऑल इन द एंड।
So anything
सो
that's what we have said earlier also that anything you don't understand, you don't have to take it.
correct,
Yes.
so I think the simplest thing which everybody can follow is, I don't understand about alcohol, I don't understand about hydrogen peroxide, about retinol, about peptide, कुछ मुझे समझ नहीं आता, I don't want to get into this complication, ingredient list पढ़ो, समझ आ गई, done, समझ नहीं आई, not done, keep it very
So
simple, keep it very straightforward, and and that is what, मैं ऐसे products market में ढूंढ रही हूँ, कब से मुझे कुछ नहीं मिल रहा, I am pretty sure कि अब यूएप को ही लेके आने पड़ेंगे,
so
like
that was my next question. Now you have to tell us that what we are going to do into this to help everyone.
correct, no, I think, so because the amount of research we have done, and I'm not able to find, if you think I am wrong, just go to your bathroom, just see the brands that you have heard about, जाके उनकी ingredient list check करो, simple, don't see, brands भी इतने चालाक होते हैं, मतलब the way they write their ingredients, like they only mention key ingredients, what the hell, what is there in non key ingredients, can we talk about that, because that is where the majority of the chemicals get stored. Then there are expients, expients QS, what is that, can you ask a brand, send them an email, that is where your all the ganda se ganda chemical will get stored. And then there are fragrances and flavors, strawberry flavor, ये वाला fragrances, those fragrances, now strawberry उसमें maybe out of the 200 ingredients which got made, which got used to make that strawberry flavor, maybe strawberry was one, but what about the rest? And
Right.
by the end of those 200 processes, there is no strawberry left. Fragrance, now I was listening to someone, I was listening to their experience on and she's a toxicologist. Now she used to work in a in a organization that would produce flavors and fragrances. She said the people who were working there, those people, the instance of them getting random migraines, asthma, respiratory issues was so much higher that in the end she decided to leave the job. When she found out everything about all this, she decided to leave the job, and now she is doing more on the awareness and public campaigns around these type of toxic substances. So fragrance and flavors are not harmless, and the worst part is कि this is a thing which gets regulated by the industry itself. तो तभी आप देखोगे जो फ्रेग्रेंस होते हैं वो इंग्रेडिएंट में फ्रेग्रेंस की तरह ही आता है, भाई ये तो बताओ फ्रेग्रेंस बना कैसे, उसके अंदर 200
Right.
केमिकल है जिसके नाम आपको नहीं बताने हैं. And these are the
Right.
worst type of chemical which are endocrine disruptors. Endocrine means they will disrupt your hormones. We have been speaking about so many females suffering from PCOD, PCOS, perimenopause, menopause, so many hormonal issues. People, females suffer thyroid. So they are endocrine disruptors, they are carcinogens, they are neurotoxins. So neurotoxins means they disrupt our nervous system. How many people these days have mental health issues, have anxiety issues, panic issues, and all those things? Many. So all those things, and instances of cancer are rising. So we have to make sure that you understand the ingredients. Keep it very
Hmm.
simple. If we come with a brand, I will make sure the ingredients are the first thing I'm showing people, rather than whether this will improve your skin and things like that. Because the main thing is, I don't want people causing tsunamis on their skin. Do not cause tsunamis and earthquakes on your skin all the time. These are microbiomes doing you a favor, they are doing you a good, they're working for you. And now it is more like, when we speak about other things, that how they are helping us. But just imagine and take my word for it, they are extremely critical. If anything, they are you are a combination of this system.
Correct. So, TK, we are desperately waiting. Then, hopefully, we will come up soon with new products. And so, like you said, that we are like a galaxy of microbiomes. So, how do we get this good biodiversity that we should get a good form of these tiny little germs inside us?
Correct. So uh, let's first talk about कि how do we not destroy them. क्योंकि वो आ तो जाएंगे, जैसे ही आप नेचर में जाओगे ना, वो फिर से आने स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. सी, नेचर हैज मेड द सिस्टम वेरी ब्यूटीफुली, so they will come
Hmm.
back. But let us think about how not to destroy them. So we already spoke about those points. Like, first is that, shampoos, conditioner, soaps, सब कुछ minimum. Do not overdo any of these items. Whatever
Hmm.
it is, we minimum. Chemicals, अगर कर सकते हैं, जितने products में chemical कम कर सकते हैं उतना कीजिए. Then we are going at more natural products, more organic products, more things that we understand. Very simple things. कोई आपने मास्क बनाया सैंडलवुड, ओके, आई अंडरस्टैंड. What I don't understand is peg 20, peg 15. I even, like, all those different type of stabilizer and emulsifier and all those things. You don't need all that. So avoid chemicals is the first thing that you need to do. Second is food. Like, food, of course, has to come in all our discussions. And here I want to talk about body odor.
Hmm.
Body odor, some people will have a very pungent body odor
Hmm.
and a very acidic body odor. Now, like, so I'm not saying ki necessarily. So this is typically, this happens when you are eating too much of proteins which your body cannot digest.
Hmm.
So प्रोटीन एक्सेस हो रहा है मेरी बॉडी में, या प्रोटीन मेरी बॉडी को ये समझ नहीं आ रहा. See, protein में भी type है, and of course when we do the section on protein, we will talk about easy to absorb proteins and dense proteins. Dense protein body पचाएगी भी तो बहुत कम परसेंटेज, और पचा नहीं पाती. एंड पचा नहीं पाती के साइंस आते हैं हमारी स्मेल से. ना खुशबू, और whatever you
Hmm.
call it, can come from a number of places. So one is your body odor. Second,
Hmm.
it ferments in your colon. So the odor you may get is also a function of, that there are undigested food items which your body doesn't think are useful. They are getting fermented, and all those bad smells, that is a process which is called putrefaction. That means things are getting, so it is rotting. That smell is rotting smell.
Hmm.
So it means you are taking way more proteins and way more dense proteins than what your body can digest.
So, what exactly is dense protein? If
So
you want
dense
to remind.
protein would typically be like non-vegetarian products. So,
Hmm.
and actually you need to see your body odor. So if you think that my body odor is a little, or maybe you will never think that, your near and dear people say that your body odor is coming. So then you need to inspect what is it that I am eating.
Hmm.
Is because that smell is the smell of fermentation and your proteins getting rotten.
Hmm.
And it will be a acidic smell, it will be a pungent smell, it will be not a nice smell. Let's put it that way. So, some people have a nice fragrant smell even when they are in the gym, while some people will get very bad smell. Now that very bad means gym के बाद उन्होंने प्रोटीन के डब्बे पे डब्बे डाले जा रहे हैं,
Okay,
which
that was
their
what
body is
what I
trying
wanted
to,
to ask.
हाँ,
Whether these
which,
supplements will also cause into this body odor.
so not for everyone. See, your body may be able to digest it, your body may not be able to digest it.
Hmm.
So depends on person to person. Typically, animal products are the leading ones. And then even in people who are eating vegetarian, if they are eating too much, मतलब थोड़ा quantity में नहीं, too much of sulfur containing vegetables like gobi, cruciferous vegetables, so then this can also happen. Too many nuts, so again this can happen. So balance is very important. So your diet has to make sure, and if you are eating well, मतलब odor की smell कम होएगी, skin पे acne and all those eruptions which keep coming on the skin, they will be less. So your fatty liver, if you have got fatty liver, you will have skin जहां पर acne, cystic acne, जो मोटे मोटे acne होते हैं, that is typically caused by your liver, especially when your liver is fatty liver. Now fatty liver क्यों होता है? एक तो हमारा खान पान, और दूसरा क्या होता है, फैटी लिवर मतलब वो ना स्टोर करने की मेंटालिटी में रहता है, लिवर को स्टोर करना है सब कुछ. So that means I have a scarcity mindset कि कमी पड़ जाएगी फ्यूचर में, let us store. So if that is the state of mind you are mostly in, plus your food is also like that, so fatty liver makes all the sense, right? Because I am storing, I want to store, पता नहीं फ्यूचर में क्या होगा, let us store. And fatty liver is basically that it has stored a lot of fat for future. Like same way people store things for future, they store, वो कहते हैं मैं भी वही हूँ, same आपका part है. So, we discussed that you are this combination of microbiome. Whatever you are thinking, they will start thinking that. You are thinking fighting, they will start fighting. Now what if they start fighting with each other and then say कि मुझे यहाँ नहीं रहना? So what will happen? आपकी body है, एक साइड के माइक्रोबायोम ने रिवोल्ट कर दिया दूसरी साइड के साथ, you will have disease. This is like how your mental health is connected to all these microbiome which is there on your skin and your gut. And pretty much the when you look at the root cause of things, you will be able to solve not just one but other things which you never knew कि they existed and they were a problem for me. Maybe you are eating that migraine tablet once a month, कुछ ना कुछ आपको headache हो जाता है, once a week you are eating, you are thinking normal है भाई, जाते हैं ऑफिस ऐसा हो जाता है. Maybe you are getting tired in the evening, maybe you are not able to get up in the morning, maybe you are not feeling energetic in life, and you are thinking normal है, ये तो normal नहीं है. जब भी दूसरी स्टेट आती है तब पता चलता है ये कुछ भी नॉर्मल नहीं है. These are the signs my system is under stress, and that is what I have to avoid. So your diet will make sure that your skin is odor free and your skin is free of acne and any type of eruptions. So you
So
can take your
sometimes
diet.
yeah, sometimes what happens is that two people with similar diet, similar lifestyle, one of them get they are facing problem like acne, eczema, or so they keep on facing problems. But somebody some people do not face any problem even if they are eating anything outside. I mean, so what could be the reason for that?
Okay, so here, like we have spoken every time about the importance of personalization. See, your biggest doctor is not your doctor in the hospital, is not anybody who is speaking on a podcast. Your biggest doctor is your own body. Listen to your own body. Listen to the cues. I may say avocado is very nice. Every day eat 2 avocados. I eat it. I have been eating it for the last 2 years. They are lovely. I may say gobi is very nice. मैं रोज खाती हूँ. I have no problem. I have reversed my disease using gobi and all those things. It may not work for you. The moment you eat it, you may feel bloating. So the biggest doctor that you have is yourself. And some of there are, some are the common villains. Like toxins are common villains. वो सबके लिए खराब है. बट जहां तक अब फूड में भी प्रोसेस फूड इज अ कॉमन विलन, additives common villain, chemicals and all the things that we spoke about, alcohol, that retinol, that peptides and all those things, common villains. But then when it comes to diet, you have to see आपकी current situation में, like let's say कि whether you are suffering from diabetes, whether you are suffering from weight loss, weight gain issues, or hormonal health, उस condition के लिए what is the diet that is required, and उसमें भी आपकी बॉडी के लिए what is the diet that is required. And सबसे बेस्ट है आप जब भी कुछ खाएं किसी भी डाइट प्लान में, you have to listen to your own body as well. If something doesn't suit you, means you need to research more, or you need to talk to your doctor more to give them further guidance. Like I will give you an example. Like जैसे मैंने जब raw salads वगैरह ज्यादा खाना स्टार्ट किया था, at that time, because कभी खाए नहीं है इतने, right? So आपको like this was like now 3-4 years back, but इतने नहीं खाए, so then आपको bloating feel हो सकती है. and that is common with people who have got a Ayurvedic Vata personality. Now, लेकिन उसमें एक ट्रिक होती है. So if you couple those salads with a lot of fats, healthy fats, lot of fats मतलब not non healthy नहीं, healthy fats like nuts, like avocado, like hummus में olive आपने डाले, या किसी भी तरह की और जो आप dips बना रहे हैं olive oil से base पे, then the same problem doesn't happen. But that may not happen, that may not be required for somebody with a kapha personality. उसको वो खा के बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, उसको इतने oils की जरूरत नहीं है. So it depends person to person and problem to problem. And your body is the best doctor. So हमेशा उसकी तो सुननी ही है.
Yes, so it is a very good point that we should always listen to our body. I was listening to another podcast in which it was covered that you can try any diet, anything you can try, but then you have to listen to your body. If your body is accepting it, you can keep on doing it, and otherwise आपको साइन मिल ही जाएगा, चाहे वो 1 महीने में मिल जाए that you are doing something different in terms of
Correct.
acne हो गया, या फिर in terms of you feel something, आपको bloating feel हो रही है, so you will get some
Correct.
signs that you should not do that.
Correct.
So
Correct.
coming
And
back to the
इसमें
skin,
आपको
yeah.
इसमें क्या होगा कि क्योंकि because you know UVAP focuses a lot on meditation as well. Like you know in all our holistic programs we do have a component of meditation built in. What meditation will do is आपको 1 महीने में नहीं बताएगा, आपने खाना खाया, वो अंदर गया, within 10 minutes you will start seeing the signs.
Correct.
कि whether this was good or bad. वो कैसे पता चलेगा? सी जैसे आज मैंने एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल कोट पढ़ा था कि वाइब्रेशन इज द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. सो आपको वो जो अंदर का जो माइक्रोबायोम है वो कैसे बताएगा कि ये गड़बड़ था? कुछ बताएगा, जरूरी नहीं है दर्द के थ्रू बताए, वो आपको साइन देगा कि मजा नहीं आया.
Right.
आपको पता चल जाएगा. सो द मोर यू मेडिटेट, द मोर यू बिकम सेंसिटिव टू इवन द स्मॉलेस्ट ऑफ द चेंजेस. आपको एकदम से आप अनकॉन्शियसली वो लोशन की बोतल लेके नहीं लगाओगे. कल मॉर्निंग में जैसे ही लोशन की बोतल लोगे एकदम से लोशन, दिस पॉडकास्ट कनेक्शन मेड, न्यूरॉन्स विल टॉक टू ईच अदर. बी केयरफुल, रीड द इंग्रेडिएंट्स. Ingredients pass, go. Ingredients don't pass, don't go.
Correct. Okay. So coming back to the skin part, a lot of talk and a lot of controversy is about when we say that we should not use chemical-rich products. We keep on saying about the importance of sunscreen. And so, what is your take on that, on sunscreen?
देखो, सन को तो लोगों ने बदनाम कर दिया है. Is all I can say. Like you know there are so many things everybody will talk about कि सनस्क्रीन नहीं लगाया तो स्किन कैंसर, सनस्क्रीन नहीं लगाया तो स्किन बर्न, सनस्क्रीन नहीं लगाया तो ये वो, मतलब pretty much everybody will say that. अब मैं एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछती हूँ. मैं तो बहुत ही कॉमन सेंस से जो क्वेश्चन आते हैं ना, बड़े लाइक यू नो समटाइम्स यू डोंट क्वेश्चन दोस थिंग्स. आज से 200 साल पहले कौन सा सनस्क्रीन था? सन और ह्यूमन की स्पीशीज का रिश्ता तो लाखों साल पुराना है. इफ सन की रेडिएशन वाज दैट बैड, हम तो कब के स्किन कैंसर से जा चुके होते. ये स्पीशीज अब तक जिंदा ही क्यों है? ऐसा क्या हो गया कि अचानक से सन आपके लिए इतना खतरनाक हो गया? एंड यहां पर भी आई विल टॉक अबाउट अ पैरेलल बिटवीन योर गट एंड योर स्किन. नाउ क्या होता है, जो हमारी स्किन के ऊपर माइक्रोबायोम है वो ना इंटेलिजेंट लोग हैं. उनको पता है बाहर क्या है और अंदर वाले को क्या चाहिए. जैसे हमारे गट की लाइनिंग पे हमने बात की थी माइक्रोबायोम में, उसको पता है गेहूं अंदर रहना चाहिए, गेहूं से निकाल के जो प्रोटीन बचा, गेहूं से निकाल के जो मुझे उसके अंदर मल्टीविटामिन मिले वो बाहर जाने चाहिए. हमने गट को लीक कर दिया, मतलब इस तरह की चीजें खाई कि गट लीकी हो गया. लीकी मतलब छन्नी में दाने बड़े हो गए. अब गेहूं भाई साहब भी बाहर चले जाते हैं. अब वो बाहर जाते हैं तो आपकी ग्लूटन के लिए एंटीबॉडीज बनती हैं, फिर पूरी दुनिया में ग्लूटन की बदनामी चालू हो जाती है. आपने ये नहीं पूछा ग्लूटन ब्लड में आया क्यों? Why is gluten talking to your cells? It should never be talking to your cells. It should have remained in the gut. गट में आपके जो फौज थी, जो आपके वर्कर्स थे, जो आपके माइक्रोबायोम थे, उनका काम था उसको पचाना. उसमें से ओनली न्यूट्रिएंट्स को एंड उसमें से ओनली जो आपके सेल्स के लिए नीडेड न्यूट्रिएंट्स है, उनको अंदर भेजना था। सेल्स के अंदर जो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, उसको ये सब एक्सेस नहीं मिलनी थी ग्लूटेन की।
करेक्ट।
आपका लीकी गट कारण है, या ग्लूटेन खराब है, या काजू खराब है, कल फिर उसमें सब कुछ खराब निकलेगा, क्योंकि छन्नी इतनी बड़ी हो गई, एवरीथिंग लीक्स एंड दे वर नेवर सपोज्ड टू बी लीकिंग। नाउ सेम थिंग, जब सन है, सी इसमें ना 3 लोग थे पिक्चर में, एक था सन, एक थे हमारे एजेंट्स जिनको सन से बात करनी थी, वो लैंग्वेज को ट्रांसलेट करते थे, communicators. So let's call them the communicators. And then there is inside the cells, which is your mitochondria, जहां पर आपके सारा वो पूरा जो सिस्टम है हमारा, जहां पर विटामिन डी को लेके हम पूरे, एंड विटामिन डी इतना पावरफुल चीज है, विटामिन डी इज अ स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन. It is required for over 500 things which are happening in the body. 500 is what we know now. जब तक हम 6 महीने बाद दोबारा टॉक करेंगे, और मैंने और लेटेस्ट रिसर्च पढ़ी होगी, my sense is it would have become 700, 800. Every few years you are finding more and more things about how important sun is. Sun, without sunlight, life cannot exist. Sun cannot be bad. Problem is now your skin doesn't have the communicators. आपका सन अभी माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया से डायरेक्ट बात करने लग गया, जो कि उसको नहीं करनी थी. बीच में लोग थे, वो पूरी बस्तियां उजड़ गई, अब क्या बचा है, बंजर धरती है, सीधा वहां पे अंदर एक्सेस हो गई है. फिर आप बोलते हो सन से मुझे बर्न हो गया, अभी सन से मुझे कैंसर हो गया. जो रास्ते में लोग थे जिन्होंने वो सनलाइट को आपके मतलब की चीज बनाना था, जो आपकी बॉडी पढ़ सकती थी, उन लोगों को आपने डिस्ट्रॉय कर दिया थ्रू योर मॉडर्न डे chemicals. The skincare that we have is not a small culprit into this entire equation of nutrient deficiencies and mental health epidemic that we have. And skincare should be looked upon extremely deeply. And I suggest everyone who is looking at it and who is still, who is there with us in this, कि अभी जाके चेक करो, मेरी बात मत सुनो, आप जाके चेक करो और देखो इंग्रेडिएंट समझ आ रहे हैं कि नहीं आ रहे. नहीं आ रहे मतलब सन को भी समझ नहीं आ रहे, बॉडी को भी समझ नहीं आ रहे, कम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम को भी समझ नहीं आ रहे. नहीं समझ आ रहे मतलब दे आर इक्वल टू सुनामी. अननेसेसरी मुझे नहीं चाहिए विटामिन सी के सिरम लगाते जा रहे हो. ये सी विटामिन सी क्या होता है, एसिड होता है. वो इतना एसिड की जरूरत है? व्हाई डोंट यू क्वेश्चन ऑल दीज थिंग्स? पुराने लोग क्या ऐसे नींबू मलते रहते थे फेस के ऊपर? क्यों जरूरत है इतनी पानी से? मतलब लाइक आवर सिस्टम्स आर मेड टू वर्क वेरी नाइसली एंड वेरी ब्यूटीफुली विदाउट टू मच इंटरफेरेंस. I was in a discussion, they said कि हमारे जो ancestors थे वो तो इतना नहीं पढ़ते होंगे, बायोहैकिंग, longevity, विटामिन सी सिरम, रेटिनॉल सिरम, इंग्रेडिएंट्स एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स, क्योंकि दे हैड अ वेरी सिंपल लाइफ. जंगल में रहते थे, जंगल का खाते थे, एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. नाउ वी हैव, जब देखो खाते हैं, रात को नेटफ्लिक्स देखते हैं और खाते हैं, दुखी होते हैं तो खाते हैं, खुश होते हैं तो खाते हैं. डू यू थिंक व्हेन यू वर इन जंगल यू कुड ईट एनी टाइम? रात को जाओगे बाहर, शेर खा जाएगा तुमको. And that is why शेर खा गया. That is why you have this intermittent fasting thing कि sunlight के time खाओ. They did not call it intermittent fasting. They called it their safety. रात को नहीं जा सकते बाहर because it's not safe.
Correct.
So sun का है, because we don't understand and we have destroyed the microbiome on the skin. That is why sun is becoming a problem. And that is why there is so much need that you have to apply sunscreen. You have to apply. अभी तो sunscreen भी जो, so उसमें 2 तरह की होती है, एक मिनरल बेस्ड होती है और एक आपकी केमिकल बेस्ड होती है. Now chemical में now there are so many chemical benzene के derivatives होते हैं which are carcinogens. और अभी कैसे गाइडेंस आती है, हर 20 मिनट में लगाओ. जो घर के अंदर की लाइट है ना उसको भी लगा लो. Of course, if I am a skincare company and if I am a sunscreen manufacturer, please, by all means, apply it 10 times a day. Even रात को सोते टाइम भी अप्लाई करो, कहीं रात को वो चंद्रमा की रोशनी से आपको कुछ हो ना जाए.
नहीं, सुबह सुबह उठेंगे तो लाइट आ रही होगी ना, तो वी हैव टू मेक श्योर सनस्क्रीन लगेगा.
10 बार लगाओ सनस्क्रीन, क्योंकि मैं चाहती हूँ मेरी बोतल 2 दिन में खत्म हो जाए. यू कम बैक एंड टेक अ बिगर जार फॉर यू एंड योर फैमिली.
Right. So how do we restore these microbiomes? एक तो आपने बताया that we should read ingredients, and if we are not understanding anything, so we should not use that. If I have to start today, how do I do that?
सो द फर्स्ट थिंग, जैसे हमने इसमें अभी 2-3 चीजों की बात की है, टॉक्सिन्स इज अ बिग वन. Look at your skincare very, very deeply and see whether you understand or not. If you don't understand, throw it away. That is number one. Number two, look at your diet. We have to have a diet which is rich in fiber, rich in good fats, good carbs, the thing we have been always speaking about, which is nourishing your gut. Assume whatever is nourishing your gut, because gut और skin का nature बहुत similar है, that is also nourishing your skin. डू नॉट, यहां पर ये नहीं है, देखो प्रोबायोटिक हम मुंह से तो खाते हैं, राइट, बट क्या होता है कि जब हम नॉर्मल, लाइक सी समटाइम्स पीपल डोंट ईट प्रोबायोटिक्स, दे जस्ट ईट लाइक अ फाइबर रिच डाइट, ऑटोमेटिकली भी आ जाते हैं. यू नो, जब आपने वो खीरा खाया, खीरा की छिलके की सरफेस जो है वहां पर वो लगे लगे आ जाते हैं, और आके अगर आपके अंदर सॉइल अच्छी है तो वो अपनी कॉलोनीज वहां बसानी शुरू कर देते हैं. सो प्रोबायोटिक से भी ज्यादा जरूरी है फाइबर रिच डाइट विच इज प्रीबायोटिक्स, कि उनको क्या खाना है, क्योंकि एक दो तो पहुंच ही जाएंगे. जैसे स्किन के ऊपर भी है, हमें ऐसा नहीं है स्किन के ऊपर प्रोबायोटिक्स लगाने, अब ये एक नया फैशन चल पड़े कहीं, वो नहीं करने की जरूरत. आप नंगे पांव ग्रास में घूमोगे. नाउ यू नो, दिस इज लाइक, यू नो, व्हेन आई रेड अबाउट दिस, आई वाज लाइक सो अमेज्ड कि जब आप नंगे पांव ग्रास पे घूमते हो, this is a way that nature has created for you to be in touch with all the species in that area. लेट्स से उसी गार्डन में कोई डॉग घूम के गया है, उसी गार्डन में कोई बिल्ली घूम के गई है, उसी गार्डन में कोई गाय भैंस वगैरह कुछ भी घूम के गए हैं. अगर आप नंगे पांव घूम रहे हो, आप उनके साथ टच में आ चुके हो ऑलरेडी. आपका माइक्रोबायोम अब उनसे ना डरेगा नहीं कि एकदम उसको देख के आपको डर लगता है. यू आर पार्ट ऑफ देम. सो नंगे पांव घूमना, नेचर के साथ टच में रहना, जैसे हमने पिछली बार भी बात की थी, आपका जितना भी मूड खराब हो, राइट, आप नेचर में जाओ, 15 मिनट के अंदर यू विल स्टार्ट सीइंग अ चेंज. सो इन 15 मिनट्स टाइम योर बायोम स्टार्ट्स चेंजिंग. वो जो पेड़ है, उनके पॉलन्स है हवा में, यू आर ब्रीदिंग इट, यू आर टचिंग एनीथिंग, पेड़ को टच कर लिया, आ गया माइक्रोबायोम. अब कंडीशन आपने कैसी दी है, देखो उसका आना मुश्किल नहीं है, लेकिन उसका आके जिंदा रहना डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस ऑन योर स्किन, वेदर द प्लैनेट विच इज कॉल्ड विकास इज हैबिटेबल और नॉट. दैट इज द थिंग. आ तो जाएंगे वो घूमते घामते कहीं से,
राइट, बट जिंदा कब तक रहेंगे, दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट.
हाँ. एंड देन इसी में ही आता है जैसे हमारा जो पानी है, अगेन वाटर इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. हम वाटर में, जैसे लास्ट टाइम वी स्पोक अबाउट, यू नो, द वाटर टैंकर गाय आई वाज स्पीकिंग टू, ही सेड वी मिक्स क्लोरीन, वी मिक्स ब्रोमीन, वी मिक्स फ्लोरीन, ताकि बिल्कुल कुछ केमिकल ना बचे, कि बिल्कुल कुछ बैक्टीरिया ना बचे. अब क्या होता है, अब उसी शावर से जब आप नहाए, फिर दिक्कत आ गई, वही क्लोरीन गया, तो वो जो एंटीबायोटिक, तो एंटीबायोटिक ही रहेगा ना. जो बैक्टीरिया या एंटीसेप्टिक है वो तो वही रहेगा, वो इसको भी मारेगा जिसने उसको मारा. सो अब क्या है, क्लोरीन के लिए अब आप बोलोगे क्या करें, थोड़ी देर, जैसे वो पुराने जमाने के लोग बाल्टी से नहाते थे, आप अपने पानी को थोड़ी देर के लिए अगर रख दो ओपन में, मतलब आपने पानी को टैप से ले लिया एंड यू कीप इट ओपन फॉर 5 to 10 minutes, क्लोरीन स्टार्ट्स इवेपोरेटिंग. बेटर स्टिल, इफ यू हैव समथिंग जहां पे आप रात को अपना भर के रख देते हैं, इट विल स्टार्ट इवेपोरेटिंग एंड यू विल गेट लेस क्लोरीन एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दैट. बेटर वुड भी अगर आप अपने घर पे फिल्टर लगा सके, बट जब तक वो नहीं लगा सकते, यू कुड जस्ट मेक डू विद दिस.
करेक्ट. Okay, so let us just do a small recap of the what we have covered till now. So my first question would be, lot of talk about skin, glowing skin, glassy skin. What exactly is skin's beauty?
I think skin's beauty is that sunlight and that nutrient rich earth which is radiating through your smile, radiating through your eyes. I think that is true beauty. And you should aim for a life which is in close sync with the nature, which works not just for you as you understand yourself, but also for this bigger system of microbiomes which have made your skin and your gut their earth.
Correct. And then, like you are saying that it is like quadrillion microbiomes inside us. So how do we protect skin microbiomes?
The best way to protect your skin microbiome is stop using toxic skincare. Whether it is emulsifier, whether it is stabilizer, there are colors, there are fragrances. Start reading your ingredients. Ingredient पड़ेगा इंडिया को स्किन केयर में भी लेके आओ and start reading the ingredients on the back of your skincare. That is the best thing you can do to save your microbiome. And through that microbiome, don't think about saving some other microbiome. You are saving yourself, because माई सेल्फ के अंदर वो एक सिस्टम है जिसमें माइक्रोबायोम इज अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट सिस्टम. यू डिस्ट्रॉय दैट माइक्रोबायोम, यू आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग दैट सेल्फ की डेफिनेशन. एंड देन डोंट बी सैड इन लाइफ कि मेरी वो सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी मिसिंग है. मैंने सेल्फ को डिस्ट्रॉय किया, सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी का क्या होगा?
लाइक इंग्रेडिएंट पड़ेगा इंडिया आपने कहा, so it is not only for the food items but also for the skincare brands also. We should start there.
Absolutely.
Right. And next would be, why do people get strong body odor?
So, body odor is a sign that you are eating too many proteins, and proteins which your body cannot digest. These are very dense proteins, usually animal proteins, and sometimes even vegetarian people can get it. But you should be looking at your body odor, whether it is coming from your sweat or coming from your colon. You have to look at the reason for that odor. And typically that means I have eaten more protein, which are getting putrefied in my body, which are getting rotten. And if things get rotten in my body, I don't have to tell you what else can happen, right?
Correct. And are alcohol-based cleaners good?
No. So alcohol, like, it is an antibiotic. It destroys bacteria, right? We used to have sanitizers which were all alcohol based. So all those things are not good for the bacteria on your skin. So alcohol based cleansers, those different type of products that you have, retinols, peptides, you have to see. And no, don't just buy into marketing. Marketing can make you believe a number of things which may or may not be true. Do your own research, do your own homework, and then see. So according to me, alcohol based products, they destroy your gut, they destroy your skin microbiome. So दोनों तरफ से नुकसान है, ना स्किन केयर में चाहिए, ना पीने में चाहिए.
Right. Okay. And next would be, although you have covered that in detail, but sun damaging your skin. What's your take on that?
So sun, जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि सन को तो हमने बदनाम कर दिया है, that sun causes skin cancers and all those things. See, while I am not saying कि harsh sunlight में जब आपकी आंखें भी ऐसे हो रही हैं and then you are feeling it on your skin, I'm not asking you to go in that, but let's not be fearful of sun. So there are three layers. So there is sun, there is your communication with the sun. Those communicators are your microbiome, and then there is your body. So make sure you do not destroy the communicators, because if you don't have the communicators, sun will talk directly to your mitochondria, and that can stress the mitochondria. You need those communicators to decode the language of sun for your body, to process that vitamin D, which your body can later use to produce estrogen, testosterone, and various other things. All the hormones depend on vitamin D production. So sun is extremely important, and your relationship with sun go as back as almost lakhs of years, because if sun radiations were bad, humanity wouldn't be existing. And sunscreen is a very latest product. So by all means, I'm not saying दोपहर की एकदम तपती हुई धूप में चले जाओ, बट इतना डरने की जरूरत नहीं है कि सनस्क्रीन नहीं लगाया तो पता नहीं आज ही स्किन कैंसर होगा. खाना अच्छा खाओ, टॉक्सिन से बचाओ, माइक्रोबायोम को बचा के रखो.
And your take on autoimmunity of skin?
So autoimmune means the body has forgotten कि अपना कौन है और पराया कौन है. आपकी बॉडी आपके लिवर को मारना स्टार्ट कर देती है, आपकी बॉडी आपकी स्किन को मारना स्टार्ट कर देती है, आपकी बॉडी आपके थायराइड को मारना स्टार्ट कर देती है. सो जब आप खुद को ही मार रहे हो इन योर एक्शंस, और वो खुद की डेफिनेशन में वो पूरा यूनिवर्स जो कि आपकी स्किन पे बैठा है और जो आपके गट में बैठा है वो है. इफ यू आर डिस्ट्रॉइंग through your food items and through your skincare items the microbiome that is sitting on your skin and in your gut, you are destroying yourself. And your body learned, let's create autoimmunity, because that must be the big thing which this boss wants to do. So let's create it. Boss ko order tha, follow kiya.
Correct. And why should we walk bare feet?
When we walk bare feet, you come in touch with not just nature, but all the species which touch that nature. So all the dogs, all the cats, all the cows which which walked on that grass, you are exchanging microbiome with them. You are becoming one with that nature, which will not just make you more loving towards those creatures, but also more लेस फियरफुल. आजकल हमें सब चीज से डर लगता है. ये वाला तो
Hmm.
मुझे खा ही जाएगा, ये भी मुझे खा जाएगा, कोरोना भी मुझे खा जाएगा, ये डॉग भी मुझे खा जाएगा. राइट? वी
Hmm.
डोंट वांट टू स्प्रेड फियर. you want to you are part of that same thing, and walking barefoot is that magical thing which is just waiting to be, that free pill which mother earth is giving you. And one of the main things which I forgot to mention earlier is your earth is getting charged every day with a lot of lightning. सो अर्थ की जो
Yeah.
सरफेस होती है वहां पर बिकॉज इतना लाइटनिंग आया है, सो देर इज अ लेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विच इज देयर. एंड व्हेन यू आर वॉकिंग बेयर फीट, दोज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मेक देयर वे इनटू यू. कोई भी
Hmm.
डिजीज इज अ लैक ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. You do grounding, no disease can survive in that environment which is full of electricity. So when you have that earth electricity going into you, your
Hmm.
disease, and इसमें मेरी बात मत मानो, खुद जाओ, वॉक करो, आप 15 मिनट वॉक करो, आप ग्रास पे, डू इट फॉर 15 days, एंड देन आप अपने आप बताना.
Yes, we have covered this many times that at least try for 15 minutes, you will see the change.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट, करेक्ट,
So
करेक्ट.
next question we have not covered, but still I want to ask that why are babies so cute in terms of skin's radiance?
हाँ, so they must be doing something right. Now, why are babies so cute? Because the nature wants you to kiss them. The nature wants you to touch them without doing any alcohol, sanitizer करके मेरे बच्चे को हाथ लगाना. Not like that. The nature wants you to take their chummi, their, touch them, hug them, love them. Why? Because your microbiome को एक नया यूनिवर्स मिल गया. सी
Hmm.
अभी कैसे इलॉन मस्क कह रहे हैं कि हम बाहर जाएंगे, किसी और प्लेनेट पे जाके रहेंगे. सो आपका माइक्रोबायोम भी वही कहता है, यहाँ तो बहुत डैमेज चलता है भाई, ये नया
Hmm.
यूनिवर्स है, शायद यहाँ पे अच्छा मिलेगा. तो इसके लिए
Correct.
जो बेबीज होते हैं, बिकॉज देयर बॉडी वांट्स टू नो कि मेरे आसपास में कौन से माइक्रोबायोम चल रहे हैं. तो बेबी
Hmm.
की बॉडी एक केमिकल्स रिलीज करती है विच आर कॉल्ड फेरेमोन्स. सो
Hmm.
वो फेरेमोन्स आप तक आते हैं, आपको उनकी खुशबू आती है, एंड देन आपको लग रहा है कि आप बेबी की तरफ अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हो, बट दिस इज जस्ट अ प्ले ऑफ नेचर. उसने आपको एक फेंका, आप खिंच के आ गए उसके पास, एंड ओके, स्टार्ट हगिंग मी, स्टार्ट किसिंग मी, बिकॉज इट्स अ न्यू यूनिवर्स फॉर द माइक्रोबायोम. एंड दिस इज हाउ babies get their microbiome from their family members, from near and dear ones. And that is why आपका कोई बिल्डिंग में भी आप घूम रहे होगे, बेबी दिखेगा, आपको लगेगा जाके इसकी इसको जरा किस करके आओ. That is why babies are so cute.
So what exactly is this science of kissing? You said that nature wants you to kiss them. So how does that help in skin's health?
So, because see, when you are kissing them, you are spreading your microbiome from one to another. And now
Yeah.
this science of kissing works very interesting in a couple as well.
Hmm.
When a male kisses a female or vice versa, so or they both like kiss each other, so then their microbiome talk to each other
Hmm.
and decide whether they can make a universe which is good enough for the future. And
Hmm.
that is how they decide, okay, let's go ahead,
Hmm.
because they think now, okay, we together can create a universe which will be good. So this is like, two universe coming together to create a new universe. And this is how the science of kissing and the microbiome works. You think you fall in love, but how much is it you who is deciding, so that you could be a system which is deciding for another system.
Right. And so, apart from that, anything you feel that we have let and our viewers should know about skin?
So I think that was pretty much it. And the more we stay in sync with the nature, the easier every
Hmm.
discussion is. And this we have seen as a combined pattern in all the discussions which we have been having, that whenever you stop looking at the disease for just its symptoms, that diabetes ho gaya, so I'm only looking at the symptoms. BP ho gaya, I'm
Hmm.
only looking at the systems, and my medicine is also only correcting the systems. While medicines, of course, are needed in some cases and they may be required, but do not give that as an excuse for never knowing about your root cause. You should always go towards your root cause. You should always try to see कि मुझे ये क्यों हुआ. कोई स्किन डिजीज हुई, क्यों हुई? मुझे अगर सेल्फ आइडेंटिटी इश्यूज हो रहे हैं, लेट मी स्टार्ट गेटिंग डीप इनटू इट. क्यों हो रहे हैं? मुझे ब्लोटिंग इश्यूज हो रहे हैं, गैस इश्यूज हो रहे हैं, क्यों हो रहे हैं? हार्मोनल इश्यूज हैं, क्यों हो रहे हैं? एंड व्हाट विल हैपन इज, लाइक द मोर यू डिग डीप, the more you find a natural lifestyle, the more you find a holistic lifestyle, which means good diet, good movement, living in touch with sunlight, living in touch with earth's grounding energy, and breathing properly, doing yoga, doing meditations. Oh, the same things come as a solution for pretty much all the things that we discussed. And that is why always look at the root cause. And that's why UVAP is running the wellness classes which we are running, which are covering your yoga, gym, meditation, pranayams all together, so that we keep on giving you these things in doses that your problem deserves. So UVAP has wellness classes which will put, like the link in the description box. We also
Surely.
have the root cause seminar, which root cause program, which is coming up, where we will talk about what is the root of different diseases which are there, and how, and actionable steps, like what to do. And sometimes the steps will be very simple and they will work. So I will urge you to look at those things very carefully and think about your health, not just as एक छोटा सा सिस्टम जो कि एक जगह पे खराब हो गया, एक छोटा सा थायराइड जो कि एक खराब हो गया, नहीं तो निकाल दो उसको, वो ओवरीज में कुछ खराब हुआ, यूट्रस को ही निकाल डालो. क्यों हुआ? वो एक बहुत बड़ा सिस्टम है. हमारी बॉडी के सब सिस्टम एक दूसरे से बात करते हैं. अगर मेरी डाइट ठीक नहीं है, वो प्रिटी मच सब सिस्टम्स को अफेक्ट करती है. आई एम लैकिंग न्यूट्रिएंट्स, इट विल अफेक्ट एवरीथिंग. माय वर्कफोर्स, aka my microbiome is not proper, it will affect everything. आप काजू को आपकी बॉडी नहीं ले सकती, काजू को पचाना पड़ेगा. So you are not what you eat, you are what your microbiomes digest. And if you
Right.
do not have this workforce, good luck with all the keto diet and vegan diet and carnivore diet or whatever diet that you are following. Good luck with all those. You need these people to absorb, you need these people to produce energy. Otherwise, we keep on doing diets, we keep on following plans.
Right. It is very important not to just understand root cause, but also understand the small step which we can take to resolve that. So,
Absolutely.
right. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us in this journey to better skin, understanding the root cause. And we hope you found this content useful, informative, and inspiring. And if you enjoyed this episode, do give us thumbs up and share with your friends and family if you feel that they might get benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any notification from our end. And always remember, it is not about glowing from outside, it is always inside. So stay healthy, stay radiant, and see you next time. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. Thank you. See you next time, and keep your love coming in, keep your blessings coming in. I know a lot of people give us a lot of blessings when they improve their health, and that is something that keeps us motivated. And that is the mission we are on. And keep your love coming on UVAP, and we need your blessings. Thank you.
Probably we will also bring some guests who have changed their life. So maybe we can
Correct.
cover that in some of the sessions. We can do that. We'll do that
Absolutely.
for everyone. Right. Okay.
Okay.